warm welcome. We are getting to you what we are calling the Cauvery Roundtable here from Chennai. I'm Padmaja Joshi. Why is it that this problem is seeming almost one that cannot be solved? It's not as if the court hasn't given clear instructions about what is to be done. Then why are those instructions not being followed? Is it that the fate and the interests of one state is being held hostage because of electoral considerations in the other? We are hoping to discuss all of this and more in the next 60 minutes with the panel that we have on our round table. And let me get started by introducing them to you. I have on my left Narayanan Tirupati. He's the spokesperson of the BJP. We have Mr. Muralidharan Shivalingam. He is a spokesperson, or rather a supporter of the party which is in power here in Tamil Nadu, the AIADMK. We have Narayanan Lakshman. He's a senior journalist here in Chennai. Now, to my right, I have Mr. Rangarajan R. He's a former IS officer and a spokesperson for the newly formed party, the Makkal Needhi Mayam of Kamal Hassan. Independent columnist and a voice from Tamil Nadu, Kasturi, is also here with us. Manu Sundaram, whose party, the DMK, has taken it upon itself to be the voice of the people in the state, asking that they get their right as far as the Cauvery is concerned. And we have Kishore Swamy, who's a member and a supporter of TTV Dinakaran's party. Let me start by asking you, Mr. Tirupati. The centre has argued that there are elections due in Karnataka. Is that a clear indication that for you, your vote bank in Karnataka is more important than what the interests of people in Tamil Nadu are?
See, this point that the centre has argued that the elections are there in Karnataka, and that is the reason the centre asked for the time. That itself is wrong, and it has been, literally, this was totally hijacked by the opposition parties and media in Tamil Nadu. The centre has very clearly filed an affidavit in front of the Supreme Court that after the Supreme Court's verdict, it has called for an internal meeting on 5/2018, and they have taken a decision to implement the scheme which is called as the Cauvery Management Board, or in some other name. And again, they have called for the 4 chief secretaries of the states, Cauvery Basin states. They have very clearly said that this is Cauvery Management Board, or as per the directions of CWBT, that is a Cauvery Water Dispute Tribunal. So, they have discussed so many things, stating that a scheme called Cauvery Management Board should be formed. That is what the centre has said. And Karnataka and Kerala has opposed for this scheme or Cauvery Management Board, whereas Tamil Nadu and Puducherry have given consent for forming the Cauvery Management Board. And Karnataka has very clearly said, they have objected, saying that this is against the constitution, and they have also said some notification should be given and so many things. That is the reason the centre has never asked the Supreme Court as to what a scheme is.
Karnataka is not going to agree to whatever verdict, whichever highest court of law will give in the country. In that case,
what will the central government do? What should the central government do? You are the Prime Minister,
this goes to the question,
you are the authority.
what do we do to enforce it? Time and again, what has been the steps outlined in the verdict even? There has never been an outline of what penalties or enforcements will be in place every time the verdict is violated. There has never been one of those. In the case, a lot of people don't have agreements. The Nizam of Hyderabad did not want to accede to India. What happened? When Kamaraj was there was a Cauvery dispute. What happened? Military action was either taken out or threatened, and things fell into place. And today, we don't have that. Why? Because the centre and the state government of Karnataka are both on the same side, which is not the side of Tamil Nadu.
She means BJP and Congress.
I just not have anything to laugh, because this is something that not she alone is both on the side of wanting to win an election.
To be fair, I think
there is politics. In Tamil Nadu, there is a conspiracy and politics stating that the BJP does not want to form Cauvery Management. In Karnataka, they say BJP is trying to form Cauvery Management Board.
And which is the reason why you're sitting on your hands.
Seems to be your big
Which is the reason why you're sitting on your hands.
BJP
Why
or
doesn't BJP
Congress?
say yes and we will...
But sir, they put it on
No,
paper.
see, that is what BJP has said. I've told you, you will see, read the affidavit. See, don't go by the reports or the sources.
Yeah.
You read the
I'm not going
12-page
by
affidavit.
reports, sir. Is that
No, you
what is the report right now?
are going by, the sources. I am telling you, this 12-page affidavit, please read it.
No, I think they are going by facts, and the facts are the code of conduct was not in place in
who said
February
code of conduct?
when the 6-week deadline was set. Why didn't you expedite the formation of the board before the code of conduct kicked in?
Karnataka gave the reply only on 23rd. Why don't you talk about that? Why you people don't talk about the Congress government or the communist government in Kerala? Nobody wants to talk about the communist or Kerala. See, it is a democratic federal setup. You have to take that into account.
Which the centre has always respected.
Centre will definitely, obviously.
Yeah. So firstly, I think I want to state here that in 2016 September, the Supreme Court gave an order saying that the Cauvery Water Management Board has to be constituted within 4 weeks and the centre has to report complaints. So it is not only the February 2018 order and 6 weeks. So this has been delayed for at least 2 years from the 2016 verdict. It was the same BJP government at the centre.
Please.
No, it was an order. It was an order. It has even been quoted.
It was an observation.
No, it was not an observation.
Okay, the next day the government filed one affidavit. The same Supreme Court accepted it. Why?
I'm only saying that this is a classic case of where politics is taking over rule of law. If politics is running this country, then we are not running a constitutional government here. It is the rule of law which should run this country. And here is a country where the central government, the Supreme Court, the central government, the state government of Karnataka and the state government of Tamil Nadu, all three were the same people even during the 2016 observation or order, whatever you want to call it. And it has been again delayed for 2 more years, and now it is made out as if this is the 6-week deadline which you are not able to finalize the scheme. And the point at the end of the day is that we have all been speaking legal jargons here, technicalities here. Neither the crops nor the farmers understand or are going to wait for it.
I'm really sorry.
So
that case was in a 2-judge bench. It was an interim petition, not an interim petition.
It was an order which has been quoted again by the Supreme Court in the 2018 February order as well.
The appeal against the tribunal is in the 3-judge bench, which is a superior bench. That is the reason, very clearly, the central government Attorney General gave a reply stating that already the main case is there in the 3-judge bench.
Okay,
you cannot do this.
Instead of hopping on technical...
See, you are talking politics or legality. We talk legal and you people talk... When we talk legal, you go for politics. When we talk politics, you go legal. This is not fair. Now the final judgment is out. The thing is this, final judgment is there. And the central government is acting as per the order of the Supreme Court. And that is what the affidavit says. That is what, maybe because you are an actress, you may say that. See, what I'm trying to say.
That was not needed.
See, even that was not needed. You cannot read in between words.
Excuse me, acting?
No. See, acting means what?
Acting is an action.
Anyway, let's just stick to the facts.
So we are 100%.
Mr. Tirupati, I am willing to concede that you are following the democratic process and you're giving extreme importance to the democratic process of the Karnataka elections.
No, we have to see that also, because that is what they have mentioned.
The farmers are not going to wait for that.
No, sir.
It doesn't have to wait till March 29th.
Why you people are not questioning the Karnataka government or the Kerala government?
Why, Manu Sundaram, and in fact everyone present here, are you doubting the noble intentions of the state government? They sat on a hunger fast, they've gone to court, they've done everything possible.
Because there are 3 timelines that are very pertinent. First is the time that has been asked by the centre as an extension, the 3-month timeline. Second is the timetable of the court, because the Supreme Court goes on holidays in the 2nd week of May and resumes in the 1st week of July. And third is the opening date of the Mettur Dam, which pretty much irrigates around 11 districts, around 3 lakh acres of fertile fields in the Cauvery Delta region. The date the Mettur Dam must be opened is June 12th. Now, there is no chance, in my opinion, there's no possibility that this dispute, this clarification, these contempt petitions will be resolved by then. If you remember, in September 2016, the Tamil Nadu government had filed a similar contempt petition against the Karnataka chief minister back then. nothing further was done. There was not a single hearing. See, contempt petition against the centre, this is, I mean, unheard of. And really, the Supreme Court is not going to be sitting and giving verdicts on contempt petitions when there is more pressing issues about allotment of water and the sort of the clarifications that the centre has asked. So really, I mean, today's bandh, today's protest was a larger sort of outpouring of what Tamil Nadu is feeling like. I mean, look, whether it's the BJP or whether it's any other party in the centre, what needs to have been followed as per the diktats of the Supreme Court was not been. And I think when Mr. Modi comes to Chennai and Tamil Nadu later this month, we will give him a similarly robust, vigorous and sort of ferocious welcome like we did today.
Now, what baffles me is that the Chief Minister and the Deputy Chief Minister, they've been running to Delhi every time they had a problem with the merger issues. And they today are sitting on a hunger strike and making a mockery. It's like mocking the people. Why wasn't the Chief Minister going to Delhi? Why was he not meeting up with the Prime Minister?
Away, mice at play. You know, it's true that we lost.
That's what is happening. That's what is happening.
It's true that we lost our leader, Jayalalitha.
Yeah, and the mice are at play.
Mr. Karnataka becoming
and the mice are at play.
A lot of people want to become chief ministers of this.
We have a lame duck chief minister here. No, you don't have an answer for that. I'm asking whether your person has gone and met the Prime Minister. Why didn't he go and
relevant to this
discussion? You want to take a dig at
why
the
didn't
chief
the Chief
minister?
Minister
anointed
You can say whatever you want to say.
No, anointed, but doesn't stop.
That's not relevant.
That does not stop the Chief
If
Minister.
that's relevant, if this Chief Minister was handpicked by who again?
We believed Karunanidhi will do justice and perhaps voted him 5 times. It doesn't mean to say that he didn't do anything in Cauvery. So what do you want to say there?
Palaniswamy handpicked by Mrs. Sasikala.
He was duly elected by the MLA. We had Mr. Karunanidhi.
I think let's not go into the succession. Because that will open up another conversation altogether.
If you're going to blame them, you're blaming yourself.
My question is, why did the Chief Minister not meet the PM?
Okay.
Sir, I also have
is there a direct answer
Why is
to
your
that?
leader in prison in
No,
Bangalore?
my question is,
because that's not the debate.
It's not that.
You are diverting.
Okay, answer the question.
Let me speak.
Yeah.
You're not letting me speak.
No, I did not finish my question.
Okay. No,
See,
let him answer the
it's a
question.
Supreme Court verdict, and we know how Karnataka behaved last time. You want to get into such activities like what DMK did. It's a good protest, all right, but there was so much of vandalism. They destroyed centre and state government properties. Okay, they blocked the road. They blocked the way. So please listen.
I cannot talk on behalf of the DMK.
Please listen. You can talk later. I know your pains. You're not able to come to power. You are not a ADMK anymore. You know you have a problem. So let's not talk about that.
Mr. Muralidharan, nobody is asking you to answer. Did you even, other than hold a token placard protest inside Parliament, do anything else? Did you move a no trust motion, for example?
We have written in the beginning. We have filed a contempt. We will wait. See, it's a matured approach. You know, vandalizing state
A matured
property
approach which is going to get you what?
Inconveniencing state people of the state. Today, what happened? Nobody could go to exams.
Sir, trust me, a day's bandh is not going to inconvenience people as much as when their tax run
money. The daily wage laborer is the one who's today.
And that same daily wage laborer will go back to no water in his house,
Studio,
which will also be just as bad.
Get breakfast in the morning. Do you know that?
Yes, I know that, sir. But trust me,
that's what it is.
I am not saying I'm an advocate of a bandh, but I'm just saying this rings a little hollow. This rings a little hollow.
No,
you saying that we did not protest only because bandhs are bad for public convenience?
No,
so trust me,
if
convenience of people was your concern.
I did not say that. I said have a bandh, a peaceful protest like what we did the other day. Shops came together. They closed 21 lakh shops across Tamil Nadu. That happened. But we did not disrupt schools. We did not disrupt public transport. You want to travel, you have the free right to travel. But don't inconvenience. See,
some are saying you did not even disturb your lunch schedule, but that aside.
In the 12th century, Rajaraja Chola went to Mysore.
You didn't really disturb much at all. Okay, but
that's bravery, not inconveniencing your own state people. What are you going to achieve?
I tell you, question is though,
if your rightful movement,
why haven't the mice, as he called them, why haven't the mice gone and met the Prime Minister? And that is the all-party.
The mice they want to sit on the Chief Minister's seat. They are not talking about going and meeting the Prime Minister. They want to become Chief Ministers overnight.
That's they're talking about your leadership.
Now we are trying
to talking about your leadership.
Our leadership. These are all age-old politicians. There's nobody young there. except for their party leader and their party leader. They are new to.
Why didn't they go and meet the Prime Minister?
There's a matured way of doing things, exactly like our Amma would have done. Amma walked out of the meeting in 2013. Similarly,
are you saying Mr. Paneerselvam's meeting with the Prime Minister on earlier occasions for what is rumored to be internal party politics was immature?
No, what I'm saying is,
why is it immature to go and meet your Prime Minister and push for your state demands?
Let's understand one thing. Last 1 year, there's so much efforts from the opposition, so much from the fringe parties. There's the satellite plants which is trying to get closed because there are foreign-funded NGOs trying to attack them. There are so many issues in Tamil Nadu. You talk about every project. You talk about me. You talk about everything. There's a hidden agenda. So that hidden agenda is driving Tamil Nadu. There's a law and order situation in Tamil Nadu which the government is holding on to.
Sir, you haven't answered the question.
The question
why is it immature for the Chief Minister and Deputy Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu to hand a memorandum to the Prime Minister saying, please do what the Supreme Court has told you to do?
There's a letter being written. What else?
Being written. Why haven't they met?
Currently.
Had been written. Just checking. So had been written.
So you sent 3 letters to the centre.
Yes.
Did they reply to that letter?
How many meetings happened?
See, that's the problem.
Why this media?
Sir, why are you giving him cover fire? The question is for him.
You should have seen them together.
Why are you doing this in tandem?
Our state and the center.
No, let me answer that.
It is not the question of the parties. It is state-center relationship. How many meetings have happened? You have a state secretaries have gone there. You cannot deny that.
Why is the
You are misinterpreting the minutes of the meeting.
Everything, you know, everybody they are asking why the Chief Minister has not met the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister has never met the Karnataka Chief Minister also. He has denied for them also. Because the Prime Minister wants to be neutral and he wants to commit what the Supreme Court judgment says.
Sure.
It's very simple.
But did they even try? They didn't. Did you even try?
How do you know we don't try?
Well, they tried as hard as they were refused. You've not tried as hard as the DMK.
We don't want to do a mockery.
It's not a mockery, sir. That's not democracy.
That's vandalizing.
You are picking on stray events and you're characterizing the entire process. You are picking on stray events and tarnishing the whole protest.
No, you know Jallikattu protest was
undermining democratic protest.
You know about Jallikattu protest? That's a people's movement.
Public perceptions, everything.
One MLA says that he will go to the ground where IPL match is happening and lift the players.
Nobody is endorsing that kind of behavior. The point is, the reason
you are diverting the issue.
Very straightforward answers.
This is going to be a very politically charged debate.
You guys want to make it.
Expected,
you guys don't want to hear
No. As expected, I'm actually going to. I'm not going to be taking a partisan stance here.
In the first part, we said how the central government has failed in its duty to constitute the water management board within the 6 weeks, and how the state government has been ineffective or slightly dealing it with kid gloves, right? But the second issue on the failure of the state government is a larger one, and that doesn't go only to this state government. For the previous state governments, they have not done enough to ensure that water is conserved within the state of Tamil Nadu. There is 250 TMC of water which is going to the sea every year, and our leader and our party had discussed with experts. Professor Janakarajan is very much a Tamilian who lives in Chennai. Mr. E. Veerappan, the retired chief manager of PWD, is a Tamilian who lives in Chennai. These are experts on the field, not armchair analysts, who are experts on the field who have said how it can be done. And no one has even bothered to go and speak to them yesterday in the meeting, and I would request all of them to watch those videos. It's just for 3 minutes and 2 minutes. The solutions which should be implemented by the state governments, and that is the approach which the state government in Tamil Nadu should do while fighting for their rights as per the Supreme Court order with the centre.
Sure. So that should be a two-pronged approach, but specifically on the issue of the Cauvery Management Board, the reason why many are accusing you of playing a fixed match, quote-unquote, with the BJP, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that every time you even hear the AIDMK leadership speak, for example, Mr. Palanisamy, on the day that they were fasting, on Tuesday, reserved more criticism for the DMK and the Congress than the BJP. In fact, he did not even name the party once. He kept talking about the centre. Why is that?
You should be thankful because we had prime ministers earlier, like Mr. Narasimha Rao. You never spoke at him.
It doesn't matter.
You don't have to.
It doesn't matter what happened earlier.
Justifying a very
people will not come back from the grave and give you Cauvery water.
Is different. His style of working is different. Last 1 year, we have withstood all their efforts to pull us down. How?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
therefore
That's a question you should also.
Being thick-skinned. You know, we can't be answering
having support from
everybody.
somewhere else.
You see, you increasing the dialogue. You just argue with people. You're wasting time.
I think, Mr. Muridhar, you might just have let the cat out of the bag. Is that the reason that you are so complacent?
The problem is not that. Problem is, I mean, fortunately, we have a good relationship with the centre. That's
Unfortunately.
I don't know, for people like, the
Why is
opposition.
that good
The opposition
relationship?
thinks,
Not allowing the
the
PM to meet
opposition
the
is
CM.
hurt.
What's more important for
Why
you?
is it not
Good
bringing
relationship
water?
with the
Yeah.
centre?
The good
or interest of
relationship
your
can
people?
get you
No,
water.
the meat is not
If you have a
happening.
bad relationship, it cannot get
Then
you
why
water.
hasn't this good relationship managed to get you the Cauvery Management Board?
Why do you think we
Forget
filed
the
a
board,
contempt?
not even an
Even though
appointment.
it's a good relationship, we showed our protest by filing a contempt. Otherwise, we would have kept quiet. No,
I
we
think
file a
it's an
contempt.
oxymoron to say that I have a good relationship.
You can say all that, sir. You
He's
also
arguing
mentioned
both
about the
sides.
future. You
Look,
spoke about
if
the
I can just
future.
help try to boil it down in my words.
One point.
Okay, finish.
Who started rainwater harvesting in Tamil Nadu? Made it compulsory for every apartment.
That
which
is your late
even
leader.
Congress.
That is not
Let's
your
not-
current leadership. It's
That
not your
was
current
Lalitha. Still,
But
it's the
that's
same.
irrelevant now.
That same ADMK.
No, I want to
why do you
underline
want
this.
why do you
So
want
we will
to
stick
diverge?
to the current topic,
The
which
good
is
things
that
you don't
of
want to talk
Cauvery.
about. You want to talk about only the bad things. What can we do?
You're saying the good things are all in your history and nothing in the present. That is
Nothing.
deeply
What
problematic
is-
for the people of the
that's
state,
a problem, sir. That's a problem. If you misinterpret the minutes of the meeting, you misinterpreted saying that the central government did not understand the difference between Cauvery Management Board and the scheme of things. That's rubbish. That's been said again and again and again by certain media and people who have brainwashed the public.
There is nothing wrong in bringing consensus.
Okay.
How can you say that you don't see other states' welfare and all
I
those
need a
things?
2-minute
We
pause
will bring
after you're done
consensus.
with everyone else.
The centre is committed to act according to the judgment.
Okay, you're fully committed, but I will
Yes.
give the last 2 minutes to someone who is apolitical.
Yeah.
The final 1 minute, actually.
Yeah.
Are we ever going to see a resolution to this, or this will drag on for another 50 years?
Oh goodness, I hope not. But here's the thing, this is not a problem that we're discussing today. As somebody who's apolitical and somebody who is also newly watching the kind of travails that people, at least in the Delta, are having right now, this is what I have to say. Whenever the Cauvery issue has come up, and not in 2018, not in 2016, not in 2013, we're talking about from whenever the Cauvery issue has come up, from 1971 onwards, as far as I know, all the politicians crossing party lines have come together in Karnataka in denying Tamil Nadu its just rights. In Tamil Nadu, every single time there is a huge brouhaha, and there is, if DMK was in power, which it has been, the ADMK has been vociferously going against whatever DMK did at that time. And now ADMK or the legitimately recognized ADMK is in power now, and the DMK is going on a bus burning trip. Every single, not just DMK and ADMK, there are other parties in Tamil Nadu today who have resorted to having flags, black flags on their houses. There are other guys who are having other, there are at least 7 different teams of parties who all have their own agenda at different times, none of them coming together. Not once, as a public person, have I seen the parties of Tamil Nadu come together and raise their voice in unison for the rights of the people of Tamil Nadu. And if that doesn't happen in the future, this is not going to be resolved. And I say that with a very, very heavy heart.
All right, I think that has been most aptly put. And just adding to that, if the BJP at the centre also would like us to believe that what they are doing is by the book and in the interest of federalism and consensus, then why is it that we still haven't found the solution to Cauvery? That's something that all of the parties present here will have to answer to the people of Tamil Nadu. For the time being, thank you very much, all gentlemen and Kasturi, for joining us on the Cauvery Roundtable. Thank you all, viewers, for having me.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.